For a second, I thought I had the camera upside down, but it would have looked right side up no matter what I did, so that happened. My low, my high, my act of kindness, pretty straightforward. Honestly, yesterday was kind of a bit of a wreck because, it was my first day away from vacation and, I was nervous in the beginning, but throughout the course of the day, things got a little bit better. Plus, my high is the fact that I did get to see my father yesterday, and I talked with my mother over the phone. That was very nice. And my act of kindness was I actually did a favor for my dad. Yeah, that's what I did. He told me to do something, and I did it yesterday before I went home for the evening. Anyway, just gotta get that out of the way. Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. Okay, so I've been trying to see if there is going to be a new episode of Hot Ones this week. And maybe the episode with Elijah Wood was the season finale. If that was the case, they didn't really do a good job of explaining that. I mean, I can't tell you how often before I started reading the official translation, where I'd read like a One Piece manga chapter, and from what I read, there wasn't supposed to be a break, but then there was. Kind of like that scenario, Like, maybe there is going to be one more episode, but they are really doing their greatest job of keeping a secret. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had 3 really great episodes in a row, each of which could have constituted a finale in their own right. First you had Lord, and then you had Matt Damon, and then you had Elijah Wood. And all 3 would have made for great finales. But when you don't explain if it is the season finale, and we're expecting something new the following week, and we don't get anything, that kind of alienates your audience a little bit. At least it does for me. Not gonna lie, I'm actually a little bit sleepy right now. I've been trying to go to bed early. I actually went to bed at definitely before 9 last night. Yeah, I really do go to bed early. And I definitely have been getting up. Keep in mind, sometimes I get up throughout the course of the night to use the bathroom. Like we all do. So I wind up getting up at I want to say it was just before 20:06 this morning. So, pretty early. It's actually 7 after right now. So 7 after 6 right now. So really haven't been up that long. Let's see what else has been happening. Here's the thing. I said yesterday that there is a lot to look forward to within the coming weeks and months. And believe me, there is. But the problem is, now, and this is the first, and don't get me wrong, I felt this way many times before, but this is the first time I've ever actually addressed it. There's actually quite a bit of a wait between, when these events are. I mean, here's an example. I said that my grandmother's birthday is at the end of this month, and it is. Today is August 17th, though. Her birthday is the 31st. That's literally 2 weeks from now. So, what am I supposed to do in that interim? Or, here's another example. Labor Day weekend. That's 3 weeks later. So, again, I guess it's sort of a lesson in patience and waiting for the right stuff to happen, because it happens. Whatever it is you're looking forward to, it is eventually going to come to fruition. And when it's all said and done, you'll be all the happier for it. At least that's what I like to tell myself. I mean, I'll be honest. I was both worried and excited when my family was coming up for that week that we just had. But believe me, I'm all the happier for having spent time with them, which made me all the sadder when they left. I just had to remind myself, didn't I? I think maybe I probably should write some thank you notes to them. I should. I think I have some thank you notes on hand. If not, I'm sure. My mother made me write thank you notes for years. I memorized all of her family members' addresses by heart. All 3 families. I just have to. Right, yeah, because I do have a lot to be thankful for in terms of what they did for me last week. I mean, we went to a couple breweries, enjoying some of what they were making for dinner. Actually, I don't think I ever shared this part, but my late grandfather collected a lot of wine. I mean, a lot of wine. And when my family was here, my uncle from Reading opened the last bottle of his that he had. So I actually got to have some of that. And then later he walked up to me and said, "Hey, I really appreciate you, enjoying some of that last bottle of wine with me. I really appreciate it." And I'm like, no problem. Because here's the thing, and I've said this before the pandemic, I always had been meaning to sample more wine and, get out there and be more adventurous with that kind of stuff. But then the pandemic happened and I couldn't. So, so when it comes to, going to breweries and visiting them, as well as, sampling that bottle of wine, I definitely want to say that, I'm sort of back in the swing of things in terms of trying to fulfill what I set out to do in the beginning of 2020. I mean, I still got a lot to do, a long way to go before I want to consider myself, any kind of expert. But through it all, at least I'm starting to get I'm starting to get an idea of what I like. Like, I just said the other day, I think I'm a cider guy. I just may stick with that. In terms of that wine that I had, because here's the thing, I'm one of those nerds that watches like a lot of like wine tastings and how they like swish around their mouths and like do that sort of thing, whatever. So I actually tried doing that, and I will admit, the wine I had was just okay. Kind of like metallic-y tasting. All the tannins in it and stuff. It was a Merlot, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Like a red wine. But even though the wine may have just been okay, the fact I got to share it with family members is what made it better. And that's what, I'm really into. Because it was myself, my uncle from Reading, my aunt from Wellesley, and I also want to say it was my uncle from Colorado. Maybe. I forget. But definitely those. But hey, I was there. Man. It's just sort of hard to. I mean, no misunderstanding. I am feeling a little bit better. This takes some time. Maybe after about a week, I'll let you know if I'm feeling better. completely. Something's gonna trigger something where I'm just gonna be like, oh, right, I was worried about my family, wasn't I? But until then, now I'm just like, oh, now, now I really do kind of miss them, but not as much. Again, like when they first left, I was at like a 10. Now I'm at like a 6 or a 7 roughly. So better for sure. Just a little it takes a little bit of time. And I guess the part of me is also worried about my one cousin who is also from Reading, because I do believe she already has left, or she's a no, she hasn't left yet. She'd be because I said before, she's the one studying abroad in Copenhagen, and well, obviously she's at that age where she's not at the drinking age yet, but she's going to Copenhagen where the drinking age is like 18, so she'll be able to drink when she's there. Good for her. And here's the thing, she's 20 years old right now. Her birthday is in November, so while she's in Copenhagen, she's going to turn 21 anyway. So no need to really worry about that. Although I had to be a real stiff. I literally waited until I was 21 before I had my first beer. And it was actually, man, I really did need to work on my tolerance then, because after one beer, I was knocked out. For the record, it was like a Budweiser, but not just any Bud, like the tall boys, you know what I mean? Like yay big, like it was a big one. And man, I was just knocked completely. Like I took a nap on my birthday. I am not even kidding. And like, okay. And I'll never forget too, like how stubborn I was, because my first beer, I didn't really like the taste of it. But then again, to some capacity, all beer does kind of taste like that, with a note of something different here and there. So it's just a matter of perspective. So now I'm definitely a lot more open, and I'll try different things. But I know that there are some things that if I sample, I know I'm not really gonna like. So I just gotta look for what it is I like. Oh, oh man, am I tired? I am super tired. Like my eyes are having trouble staying open. I'm not kidding. Maybe I'll probably take a quick power nap after I'm done with this, or maybe I'll probably go sleep at another point during the day or something. I don't know. Just gotta again take it one day at a time. In terms of what's going on today, nothing really. Yeah, there's still America's Got Talent, but I'll be honest. I haven't seen America's Got Talent in forever. I was going to watch that at the Olympics, but then last Tuesday we had the celebration of life for my grandfather, and I was on vacation, so couldn't really do that. Oops. So, I may watch that. I might not. If nothing else, and I wind up not really watching America's Got Talent, I'll definitely stick around for the finale. That really shouldn't be too far away from now. What, like a month, maybe? And again, there's still lots of other things to look forward to in the meantime. We have. I know the Masked Singer is coming back. I forget when. Hold on, when is the Masked Singer coming back? The Masked Singer. Okay, when is season 6 happening? So I know. Okay. Hold on. Masked Singer Season 6. Okay, so literally just over a month from now. Cool. And now I have to wait an entire month from now. It never gets any easier. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, YouTube. I'm very home this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Remember, you guys want to talk to channels, we're here to let you know. So I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.